I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Join me, please. Thank you, Lord, for this day and all our blessings, and thank you for the opportunity to come before you and to do your business, and help us to keep in mind that you are God and we're here but to serve, and just help us to make good decisions and look to you for guidance whenever we're confused. And we just thank you for this wonderful day. You're a great God, and we appreciate you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Good morning. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Here.
Commissioner Casterline,
Here.
Commissioner Russo,
Here.
Commissioner Lava,
Here.
Judge Mills.
Here. We have a quorum, and I believe Commissioner Cheney said someone is online to speak.
Mhm.
You introduce yourself, please.
And what's the name? Monica Moore. Monica Moore, we need you to turn your sound on somehow.
I'm here.
All right, go ahead, Miss Moore.
Good morning to all of you. Happy Monday. I want to thank Jack Cheney for giving me this time. I have 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge Mills, and all the rest of the commissioners. I had written a letter on May 18th to Miss Valerie Gonzalez. I may have put the wrong address. We have no idea what happened. But anyway, I wanted to address quite a few things. I live in Aransas Pass, but in Aransas County. And Jack has tried to explain to me a lot of things that I forgot in college. Okay, the first thing is we have an eyesore at the end of A1 Hill Road. Jack knows, I think, the people that own it, and I just wondered, this is all stuff that y'all can table and decide later. We also have, as he has told me, y'all are looking into the new money that is allowed for digging the culverts on our street. The flooding, can y'all see me, or am I looking in the wrong direction? Can you see me at all, or?
No, we can't see you.
You can't see me. Okay. Am I doing something wrong?
I don't know.
Start my video. Let's try. There we are. Okay, I'm up here at the top now. Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, sorry about that. It's
There we
me.
go.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't want to take too much of your time. Anyway, the eyesore, the culverts, Jack was telling me that we are getting to that. I did have pictures. They didn't get developed in time, so I could hold them up of the flooding that happens due to the fact that I've been here almost 15 years from Houston. And when I got here, you could see through the culvert. Now the dirt is all the way up. And I know that the street, the house, a couple of houses down, they've either done it on their own, as Jack and I were talking about, but it has not been dug. And I'm praying and hoping that we can get A1 Hill Road culvert, as well as Mundane and all the rest of the streets along the way here. Is there a leash law? That's my first question. Is there a decibel sound limit on alarms and guns? Is this considered now a flood zone? My husband, who is deceased now, just here recently, told me that this was not a flood zone. I want some verification on that. Trash disposal, I've noticed, has been better. It has been all over the highways. I know this is a crazy request, but back in the Willie Nelson day, when we used to put up the street signs that say, "Don't mess with Texas," maybe a couple of those here and there. I don't know if we can do it. It would be nice to be able to see on the street at night. I know that's maybe y'all's bailiwick, I'm not sure, but it is dark, dark, dark. The reason I asked about the leash law, I am disabled, so I'm not able to walk down to the mailbox. I'm not disabled mentally, though y'all may doubt that. No, but I do not walk down to, the dogs here are vicious. I think people drop them off at the boat place down here on the corner of I-35 or Highway 35, I'm sorry, and A1 Hill Road, and the dogs love me. They all end up here. So I didn't know if there is some kind of a leash law. I know ACO has been doing an excellent job because I have seen a reduction. Is my 5 minutes up?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. I think I've covered everything. Rain runoff, leash law, the eyesore, flood zone, is it deemed by FEMA? Trash signs put up. And other than that, I will now pass it on to the court. You can table it, but I would like to know, kind of where it goes from here. Thank you very much.
Commissioner Cheney will get with you. We're not allowed to really speak. I will say that most of the things that you ask about are city related. We cannot override city ordinance or what the city can do. So I would contact the city of Aransas Pass for most of it. But other than that, Commissioner Cheney will get with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, under consent, we have 4 items. I would like to bring it to your attention from Amy Ross, $90 donation to Aransas County Animal Control, and from Teresa Odom, a $10 donation. We want to thank them profusely and helps out a lot.
I move to approve the consent items.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, Commissioner Laubach. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Commissioner Laubach,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Under County Roads, item number 5.
I move to approve authorizing the county judge to sign the stipulation, agreed settlement, and consent order offered by the Railroad Commission of Texas, damage prevention docket number 071255, enforcement action against Aransas County Road and Bridge for a violation of the Underground Pipeline Damage Prevention Commission Rule 16, Texas Administrative Code 18.4A, which occurred on or about November 2nd, 2020 at 3641 Copano Drive, FM 1781, Rockport, Aransas County, Texas, and authorize payment in the amount of $1,000 as payment of administrative services.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded, Commissioner Cheney. Any discussion?
David, what did we damage?
This was a gas line that was broken. We did call locates. We had things marked. We did the right procedures. We hit it. It happens occasionally.
Okay. And this was a natural gas line, or this was a city gas or
City gas, yeah.
city gas? Okay.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Laubach,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Item number 6.
I moved to disapprove plating 311 McCluster Road into lots 1 through 9, block 1, Hunsaker Acres. I think in its current condition, I think David has a couple of issues and
I'll second that
needs
motion.
redone.
Motion made and seconded Commissioner Cheney. Any further discussion?
Can we,
Want to elaborate any?
can we just
David?
hear real quickly what's wrong with it?
This is Kat, or David's going to talk about it.
Kat, go.
Oh,
Kat's here. Go ahead, Kat.
The concern is with regard to lot number 4, the egress ingress. It is part of the agreement with the property owner that would be used for a maintenance road for the drainage easement. The concern is that having it double as both a residential driveway and as a utility maintenance road would possibly be unsafe and have a mess with the intent of of that roadway for maintenance of the easement.
So are we planning on making an adjustment and coming back?
Yes, sir.
Redrawing it
Okay.
to accommodate.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Laubach,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Item number 7.
I move to approve a request for variance on county subdivision regulations on minimum lot size at 102 Copano Ridge Road to replat 3 lots and a portion of an abandoned right-of-way into 3 single-family lots.
Second.
Motion made and seconded Commissioner Castro.
I have a concern about this, and I did visit with David beforehand. We say that we would like minimum lot size of 1/4 of an acre. And 2 of these are much below 1/4 of an acre, 0.160 and 0.162 acres.
We have in the
Yes,
past,
ma'am.
those lots are already platted. And so they have the ability to put sewer on as they are. And normally we've approved any of them that were actually enlarging them from what they were.
So they're just slightly enlarging them because they're adding some right-of-way they didn't have before.
What they're doing is readjusting, and these lots have city sewer and city water, and so the primary reason for the minimum lot size, the septic and well requirements from the state are not applicable to these lots. They have the public sewer and water, and what they're wanting to do is to adjust the lot lines so that the existing single-family home will not be encroaching on the 2 extra side lots so that they could be developed. By doing the sewer extensions, that's the way to meet the public, to make sure that they are developable. One of the things that we'll be reapproaching is possibly amending our subdivision order in order to reevaluate whether or not the minimum lot size of 1/4 of an acre, if they have public sewer and public water, is a viable option.
And I did speak with Mr. Reed about that. And he said that, yes, he agreed that those requirements that we have for subdivisions need to be revisited and revised. So I would recommend that that be done as soon as conveniently possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
No,
Commissioner Laubach,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye. Aye, 4, 1 against. Item number 8, or no,
Yes.
no, 8.
I move to approve the flood and drainage improvements in the East Linden Street, Ruby Allen Ditch, and Trailer Avenue projects, and street improvements in the Loop 1781 project, which will involve engineering and constructing drainage and street improvements utilizing Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery number 20-065-098 C270 grant funds allocated to Aransas County by the General Land Office.
I second that.
Motion made and seconded Commissioner Russo. Any discussion?
What's our out of pocket on this? We didn't have that wasn't on here.
Nothing, I don't think.
There is no out of pocket.
100%
Okay,
grant.
Correct.
okay, good deal.
Any further discussion?
Can you give us a rough timeline? I mean, I know a very, very rough timeline.
Yeah, all these projects are in design phase now. I've had 60% plans for 1781 and 30% for the rest of them, so they are moving forward. The schedule shows that the design will be finished end of the year, early next year, or something like that. Hopefully, next year I think we'll get started construction.
Do you think the construction might be done by the end of 2022? Is that, or longer, maybe?
Well, I would like to think that.
That's right. I'm asking for just a rough guess, but
I am
I don't have
an
any idea if these things take a month or 2 years. Is it?
Yeah, the grant is stipulates that it'll be done in a year from now, pretty much. We probably will get an extension on it with, everything we've had going on, pandemic and so forth.
But you think late 2022 is feasible?
Yeah. And hopefully we get it done sooner than that, at least some of it. But
And what roughly are we, is this just drainage work or roads, fixing roads too?
1781 is a road project, and we'll be redoing that completely, adding drainage structures under it where need be. Also, Ruby Allen Trailer Street is a drainage project, and there's quite a bit involved with that, but we'll be increasing the capacity that those ditches have to take the water out to the bay. East Linden is also a drainage project. A lot of it will be done in the city, so we're working with them with that. What else was that?
Trailer ditch.
Trailer ditch. Trailer and Ruby Allen really is one project. Increasing capacity of that. I think that's all we had on this. Yeah.
So it's essentially digging out a ditch deeper or putting ditches where they don't already
New
exist.
drainage structures, and in Ruby Allen Trailer, we're really looking at rerouting some of the water from Ruby Allen into Taylor Street, which is a much wider right of way that we can use for drainage.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Oh,
Mr. Cheney.
I have one further question. On Ruby Allen Trailer, both on 12th Street, are we putting some drainage underneath 12th Street, or is it still going to just?
The project really ends at 12th Street. We're hoping to get a new culvert under 35 at 12th Street.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah, that's still working through the change process with GLO, but hopefully we'll get that in.
Yeah, because they got head high in their
Yes.
last rain. Okay, all right, thank you. I'm ready.
roll call.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castleline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Lawbach.
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous.
I move to approve authorizing county judge to sign interlocal agreement between Aransas County and the city of Rockport for the East Linden Street, Ruby Allen Ditch, and Trailer Avenue projects, which will utilize Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Grant number 20065-098 C270.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, Commissioner Castleline.
Uh,
Any discussion?
Mr. Reed just mentioned that the projects he was describing for us before partially involved some Rockport City jurisdiction. So this is just an agreement to help us cooperate with them in carrying out the grant purpose.
Correct.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castleline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Lawbach.
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Item 10.
I move to approve the flood and drainage improvements in the southeast and southwest Aransas County projects, which will involve the construction of drainage improvements by utilizing Community Development Block Grant, Disaster Recovery, CDBG DR number 20-065098 C270 grant funds allocated to Aransas County by the general land office.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded, Commissioner Cheney. Any
Yep.
discussion?
David, this is the same grant, but two different areas. What's planned here and what streets are affected?
Multiple streets. I'm not sure I can give you a list of them. It's the same grant. More drainage improvements, new structures. Those
This is
type
going to
of
be more
things.
Aransas Pass. And
A lot of this will be Aransas Pass. Yeah.
And so Aransas Pass, southern Aransas County, southern
Yes.
part of the county, all of it.
Yeah.
Will this impact some of the streets that I think her name was
Monica
Ms.
Moore?
Yes.
Talked about? It will. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Lawbar,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Item number 11.
Move to approve authorizing the county judge to sign an interlocal agreement between Aransas County and City of Aransas Pass for southeast and southwest Aransas County flood and drainage projects, which will utilize community development block grant, disaster recovery CDBG-DR, grant number 20-065-098-C270.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded, Commissioner Cheney. Any discussion?
These are areas that, again, fall within the city of Aransas Pass, a lot of them. And,
Partially, yes.
They're going to have a major impact on everything from 188 south.
Yes.
I'd like to also both of the previous grants that we've done, they all have a low to moderate income caveat, and that's kind of
Correct.
what it ended them up in these areas.
Mhm.
Yes.
LMI fits in my precinct pretty well.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Lawbar,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Item number 12.
I move to approve replacing the supplemental dental and vision benefits through Emeritus with the proposed dental and vision plan through Unum at the proposed rates and authorizing the county judge to execute all necessary documents.
This item was brought to HR department's attention by GSM, JD, and he's here. If y'all want to ask him anything.
We need a second.
I'll second that motion.
Motion, oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, second.
Okay.
And now discussion. Any discussion?
I'd say it looks like a very good deal for the employees, and I thank Linda and JD for looking for another plan and finding something that provides better benefits at a lower cost. That's very unusual.
Mhm. Any other discussion? Oh, you got off lucky.
Do you want to say anything, JD?
They can't, JD, they can't hear you at home unless you speak in the microphone.
Just to kind of
Who are you?
reiterate what
Who are you?
Commissioner said, this lower cost and I believe better benefits.
JD,
and
we
better-
need you to say your name for the
Oh,
record.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. My name's John Debler with GSM Insurers. I believe this policy will give better benefits, lower rates, have a better network. I think overall it's a good deal for the county employees.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Thank you.
We appreciate GSM's efforts to constantly reviewing all of our policies. And this is not the first time y'all saved us money and gave. us-
Well, we try to do our best. Also, I think it'll help administratively for Linda because we'll cut out one company. So she'll have less companies to deal with, which is always good.
All right, appreciate it. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Lawbar,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Unanimous. Item 13.
I move to approve a 7.5% cost of living adjustment COLA increase for all employees and elected or appointed officials, and to include the increase in the 2022 budget.
I'll second that.
Motion made.
And I understand we're doing this kind of as a cleanup. I thought we had done it last week, but part of what we put in part of what I put in the motion mistakenly last week was not on the agenda. So we have to do it right again this week.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. The elected officials was the only thing on the agenda, so this is a cleanup to make sure that it includes everyone.
All right. Motion made. Do I have a second?
I second it.
Second, Commissioner Cheney. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Against?
Commissioner Lawbach,
Aye.
Judge Mills.
4. 5 for, 1 against. Item 14. That's the easy one. Approve accounts payable, payroll liabilities. I make the motion.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Lawbach. Any discussion?
Anything unusual on the list, Jackie?
It was only a payroll that was needed approval.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Castro,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Lawbach.
Aye.
Judge Mills.
Aye, unanimous. Well, wow, we're getting good. We're at the point now that any elected official or department head, let's bring up something. to Discuss, we can do that now.
Hi, I'm Carrie Arrington, County Clerk, also a resident who lives in the area of Fulton Beach Road. And there are 2 things I'd like to address about Fulton Beach Road. One, going forward, if the county would share with GLO or whoever the other entities are who are sending out the mailings to the people who are affected, that they not only select the people whose address are Fulton Beach Road, but they also select the addresses of the people who live in the neighborhoods adjacent to Fulton Beach Road. There are a lot of neighborhoods that are very affected by Fulton Beach Road, but their neighborhoods are between Fulton Beach Road and 35. They share the road. Maybe they have a pier, some common area, but those people have been excluded from the mailings, and those people are definitely affected. So I'd like to ask that be done. The second thing I'd like to ask is for a couple weeks ago, Commissioner Lawbach read into record a suggestion that a citizen, Kathy Keene, had for Fulton Beach Road to encourage additional speed limit signs and so forth. And I think I know Kathy personally, and I see her as I walk the road as well. And I think she has every good intention for the road. Personally, I would like to see the road slower with people as well. I'm not sure that the signs are going to do it, though. I'd really like to encourage law enforcement, both from the city and from the county side, to be out there patrolling and ticketing, to get the 10-year-olds in the golf carts who speed by, to get the people who are going incredibly fast. And I do think the idea of limiting the street so that we don't have big 18-wheelers go through like they do when they're setting up the carnival for Oyster Fest is a very good idea. But if the signs would make it happen, I think that would be one thing. But I think the people who are going to be obeying the speed limit are still going to obey the speed limit. It's maybe the patrolling of it that might help people change their mind about how fast they want to go.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? If not, do I have a motion?
Move to adjourn.
All right, 2
Second.
motions. I have 2 motions. Second it. Do I have a motion and second?
Second.
2 of those. All those in favor, I think that's,
Aye.
Aye.
you can pick them. There was 2 on each one of them, so
Nobody wants to adjourn. Everybody.
That's right. Let's just stay here forever.
everybody wanted to adjourn.